welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. Per usual, I'm excited to get into today's video because today we're getting into who are you attracting in love, what are you attracting in love, basically naturally what are you attracting to you in romance. So I'm super excited to get into it. Per usual, my Etsy shop is always linked in the description of every video if you'd like your own private tarot reading. And we're just gonna jump right into it. We have group 1 with the Tiger's Eye and the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. We have group 2 with the Obsidian and the Crystal Visions Tarot. We have group 3 with the Citrine and the Animal Totem Tarot. And we have group 4 with the Clear Quartz and the Mermaid Tarot. So pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and other than that, we're just gonna jump right in. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Tiger's Eye and the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, this is your reading. Who are you attracting in love? What are you attracting in love? What does Spirit have to say to you regarding love? We're going to get into that today. So Spirit, this is for group 1. Group 1 with the Tiger's Eye. What is naturally coming to them? What are they attracting in love? Who are they attracting in love? All right, your card slipped right out. I love when that happens because that just confirms this is your message. So first we have the Hydrangea and the Pink Rose. Now this is very interesting. I feel like you guys have had this sweet surrender to the process. I feel like you guys got caught up in the mix of maybe social media or just the manifestation game in general. Like you started to see your power and then you started to try to manifest things and maybe things stop happening or stop working. And I feel like it stopped working because you weren't, it's like you were persuaded to manifest, but you weren't called to manifest. Whereas before, things had worked for you because your guides, spiritual influence, your higher self told you this is the time to manifest. So you did it and it worked right away. That's how you know you're called to it, by the way. You do something, you can feel it immediately, or things start to move and shake like within a week very quickly. But when you're manifesting, and it really seems like nothing is giving or nothing is working, you want to go back to the root and say like, okay, was I called to manifest, or what? Did I see something on social media and I, copied someone's message? Like was this a manifestation method given to me or not? So anyways, I feel like you guys have gone through that already, and I feel like you've re-stepped into your power. So there is definitely like a hump that I can see, but that hump has already been gotten over. We have thankfulness and understanding and grace and sweetness. I'm actually picking up on your energy with this. And I feel like you've genuinely been initiated back into gratitude and allowance and grace and just being yourself, being sweet instead of trying to, play the game, be who everyone wants you to be, or, like that really matrixy stuff. Before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another. The pursuit of perfection then is the pursuit of sweetness and light. So that is so interesting how perfection for you has been a journey, and you've gone back to what was never broken. You know how they say, like, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. It's like giving that type of energy where you've returned back to oneness, i.e. perfection. Okay, so let's get into their energy. Let's see. Ooh, let's start with these first. So we have the Daffodil, and then we have the Trumpet Gentian. Rebirth and new beginnings and power and healing. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. That's giving eclipse energy. I feel like you guys may have really struggled during eclipse season. To get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. So I feel like, Spirit is kind of really laying out the process for you versus jumping straight into the person. Because I feel like trying to manifest a specific person versus just being naturally in alignment with a specific person has been like the battle for you, the hardest part. So there's definitely a new beginning coming, but I'm feeling that tension, and I just feel wasted time with you guys, where you feel like you wasted so much time, so you've been reclaiming your time lately. We have the hibiscus, the gladiola, and the Jabera daisy. Beauty and happiness. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. First of all, I'm seeing that your relationship with this person is very beautiful. You're attracting to you a solid, romantic, very connected relationship. It's giving, as long as we have each other, we'll always be okay. So the bond between you and the person you're attracting is very, very Ziploc tight. The gladiola, strength of character and moral integrity. This isn't the kind of person who feels like intimacy, emotional intimacy, or sex is something that isn't that big of a deal. They feel like it's a very big deal. And I don't feel like they put a bunch of pressure around it, but they're definitely, like, even before they meet you, they're conservative with who they will give that energy to. I feel like your person has been celibate for like a year. Like, they've intentionally not given up the cookie or the eggplant to anyone, because they're like, I don't want to be connected with anyone in that way unless it's someone who is very special to me. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. I'm seeing you guys both ascending the mountain and meeting each other at the top. They've definitely had their own, for them, I feel like there's been tests of character. When they could have gotten over, they had to choose not to. They had to choose to take the more moral way, the way that was best for everyone involved. They had the ability to like trample over someone in business and they would have been up, but they chose to split things correctly. They chose to share the workload. They chose to be a person of high integrity. So this person has definitely had challenges. When they could have been an F-boy, F-girl, they've chosen for at least the last year not to. So in their past, they may have, struggled with character. They may have been the type of person you don't want to take home to mom. You don't want to meet your friends. But they've definitely grown out of that. So I feel like both of you guys have had your own challenges in different areas, and you're meeting at the top of the mountain. Okay, so we have the daisy, purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. Ooh, I love this energy. Spirit is really saying there's so much to be excited about. And I feel that energy mutually. You're excited to meet them. They're excited to meet you. There's a mutual excitement, a mutual desire between the two of you. And I feel like it's definitely because both of you have been on these like mirror journeys, and you have battle scars, and you're really going to relate to each other, because once you get together and you're sharing like what you've been through, I feel like there's going to be some things that they relate to that you've been through, and vice versa. So this is going to be someone who can really resonate with you, really relate to you. So we have true love and romantic feelings. This is really exciting. This is the romance of a lifetime, is what it says at the bottom of true love. At the bottom of romantic feelings, it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this is finally someone that makes you feel like it's worth it to open up. This is finally someone who you really feel like this person's being serious. They're real. They want to open. It's not transactional. It's not, what can I get out of you? It's not, I just need someone to support me so I can pursue my dreams. It's like someone who genuinely values romantic connection and partnership. We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level commitment, is what it says at the bottom of the deck. So if you've always been, the friend, watching your friends get engaged and supporting them and being there for them, you're finally going to have your time, which is so exciting. We got the passion card that just flipped around. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Exactly. It is your time. It is your time. At the bottom of the deck now, we have worth waiting for. So I feel like you guys have been out of the game for a while. Like, you really had to focus on yourself and recharge. And I just get this genuine childlike nature from you guys where you're feeling good. It's not a negative thing. It has been a negative thing in the past, like you not being in a relationship or having someone, but that energy itself has passed. You guys right now are in a pretty positive space. And And a lot of that came from feeling like you had wasted your time, to be honest. It wasn't even like, oh, you genuinely feel like love will never come for you. It's never been like, you know, it's more been like, man, I wasted all my time and I'm not getting what I paid for. You know, there's an energetic exchange every time you manifest or you do spell work or you put your energy into something, and to see like nothing come back from that, that's what made you feel anxious. That's what made you feel like love had to be here right now. But honestly, if like you're fine now, so that's just proof like you're okay either way. Okay, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. We have calling in your soulmate at the bottom of the deck. So this is a process that's naturally happening for you. And I feel like you've already surrendered to that. So the energy I get is, you know, don't start getting, you're still going to struggle with it. Don't start getting back in the space where you feel like, oh, I need to force it again. I feel like it comes in waves. Like you feel surrender and then you're like, no, I need to be doing something. You feel surrender and no, I need to be doing something. Spirit is saying that's normal. Ooh, also this is just a bad time in general to be trying to force things. Oh my God, the eclipse season ate the girls up. Like we were just getting rocked by the universe. Like it was so intense. Especially the second one. Like it was all cute, fine and dandy. You know, a lot of people started to make more money, like business was going well, the flirtation was up, things were going smoothly just before, and like I'd say maybe a week after the first eclipse. But yeah, once we started to get close to that full moon, now that's where it got to ghetto. And so anyways, this just keeps reminding me of that energy though. We have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So Spirit is kind of saying it's important for you to stay out of the mix because there is actual danger. Not physical danger per se, but karma is being doled out. And people are looking for solace, for a safe space right now. So allow this to come to you. Seriously, seriously. You're already in a space where you're naturally attracting romance. We have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, so you already know this. Don't put yourself in the mix. You do not need to put yourself out there, is specifically what I'm hearing for you guys. You do not need to put yourself out there. Romance is going to come to you. But there's a lot of people who are looking for a safe space so that they can escape their karma, or so when their karma gets handed out, it can be like dispersed amongst whoever they're around. So if they have you, I don't know why I'm hearing this. You wish I was your baby mama for me to come around and give you good karma, but no. It's a Beyonce lyric from, I think, Flawless, and it's so true. Like if you find, so if we're looking at this in a very 3D kind of way, imagine you're a single woman, just cisgendered woman, right? And a man comes into your life and he's absolutely trash, but he catches you with a baby. Now he has someone in his life who has to help him, because essentially you're now like trying to make sure that your child gets the best well-being. So if you see your child's father like you're really struggling financially, or something bad, you know, happened for him, you're gonna help him, because now you're bringing good karma into his life because you have a child. So you do have to be considerate of him, because you in turn have to be considerate of your child. So Spirit is saying, you know, there's people getting karma right now, and it's best for you to stay out of the way. Love is going to come to you. I'm just finding that so clear. And honestly, like I said, you're meeting at the top of your top of the mountain with your person. So going out to look for them is going to be counterintuitive. We have true love. So there's already someone specific picked out for you. In terms of like who you're going to be with. If you try to put yourself out there, someone's going to end up using you as good karma, and, you know, get forgiveness for all of their sins through you. So yeah, Spirit is saying continue on this self-love journey. Be open to the new beginnings. 6 of Wands in reverse. This isn't the time to be super ambitious and super action-oriented when it comes to romance. This is really just the time to allow. We got the Ace of Cups here as well. So that's definitely an energy of being you focused and focused on you. But for what I can see for you guys, Judgment in reverse at the bottom of the deck, what I can see for you is there's definitely an energy of things, like everything coming to you. Spirit is saying don't backpedal and start to become obsessed with the when and the time. That's a trigger I'm hearing as well. That's something that makes you start manifesting again when you start hearing something about time or worrying about time. We have the Wheel, so things are naturally going to turn in your favor. The Wheel says a fresh new start is coming, the end of delays, sudden or expected progress, a very positive change in your life, travel or a new vehicle. So yeah, personal accomplishments, good. Romance focus, you know, just bad. Like just allow those things to kind of work themselves out. The Six of Air, the end of challenging times. Things are looking up, a welcome relief, finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of illness, travel, and relocation. So 2 cards talking about travel for you. You may be moving somewhere or wondering if you're going to meet someone during your travels, and it's definitely looking like a yes. We have the Six of Water, children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be. This is exactly what I'm talking about. A dog is a dog, call a spade, okay? This is the time where people are trying to get some good karma in their life, attach themselves to good people so that they don't have to fully, you know, get that hit for all of the karmic backup that's been building and building and building. So just be mindful of that. This is not the time to be trying to make, I would say new friends are cool, yes. And even then keep them, you know, don't jump into your relationships as quickly as you have in the past. Keep them kind of at arm's length. Allow those relationships to develop slowly. Don't allow anyone to force their way and make you their bestie and put all these expectations on the friendship. No, take things at your own slow pace. But old friendships and old lovers, honestly, you guys, I would say no. And I'm a Cancer. I will genuinely believe everyone deserves forgiveness. But I've also learned on my journey that sometimes forgiveness is, you know, I don't hate you, but no, I just have no interest in letting you back into my life. And that's how you forgive yourself as well, for allowing people to play you by moving differently. So we have the Ten of Fire, working too hard or too many hours, the need for balance in your life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. Yeah, you guys, this is not the time to overwork yourself or to be stressed. This is the time to really pamper yourself. And it's so funny because me personally, I'm always such a stickler on self-care being so much more than pampering yourself and face masks and eating the food that you like. I'm someone who's always like, self-care is shadow work, self-care is healing, spiritual bath, spiritual protection. That's self-care. But for you, I genuinely feel like it's time for you to just relax and live softly, live comfortably, and to do those face masks, to eat that food, you know, to do things that genuinely just make you happy. To pamper yourself, to relax. Like, I feel like you guys have just done so much recently that it really is best for you to slow down. So we have welcoming happiness and growing. Growing says, today I understand that I'm here to learn, discover, and grow. When I nourish myself with inner light, my divinity grows. Divinity. When I study the messages that life brings to me, I am improved in the eyes of God. When I strike the balance between material and spiritual worlds, I am freed of conflict. In these ways, I grow my own soul. And then welcoming happiness says, divine love and manifesting is in me, through me, and around me. It attracts. It attracts all I need for the benefit of my soul. As I work to increase my inner light, I evolve into an emanation of love and joy. Today I reap and welcome happiness and beauty for all that I have sown. So that's exactly what I see. You guys are like just weeks away from harvest season, you know, where it's time to finally harvest all your crops that have been growing in the hot sun all summer. You guys are just around the corner from harvest season, so everything is already done and it's just up to you to receive. The zebra card wanted to pop out. Balance, individuality, and beauty. You're being guided to no longer run with the herd and find your new vantage point. So this is a good time to set some new goals. It says, be your authentic self and acknowledge your golden soul. Show the world your magnificence. Boldly move towards your heart's desires with speed, grace, and integrity. I'm also hearing it's time to act like it. Some of you guys have specifically been working on feeling confident and not feeling so shy. And Spirit is saying you're already exactly who you've been working to be. So stand in that. Stand in that. And just be that. You're already that. And that's the thing, a lot of change, you know, it just, one day it happens and we don't even notice because it comes slowly. It slowly kind of creeps in. So you're already that person that you've wanted to be. So Spirit is saying, just be that. No two flowers are the same, yet all are beautiful in their own way. That's definitely a message of not comparing yourself to other people's journey, to other people's looks, to other people in any way. And then we have, you'll find what you seek. So I feel like you guys have been on a journey really looking for love, really looking for friendship, community, good things, and you've done the work. This is a group that has done the work. Like from the very beginning of your spread, I saw that you've, you know, gotten through some humps and learned a lot about manifestation, learned a lot about yourself, surrendered to the journey. Like I'm already seeing where you have succeeded and failed and grown and learned. And this is someone who's done the work. This is someone who's in a very good energy, especially if you're still hearing me, because that means you watched the whole thing. You didn't click off like, oh, I don't want to hear it anymore. You were dedicated, even when it's uncomfortable. To see it all the way through. So it's already here, you know, and it's just about allowance for now. So take care of yourself because there's literally nothing else you have to do. That is what I have for you guys. I love you. Yeah, you can always hit me up on Etsy. Find me in the description if you want a private tarot reading. But that is what I have for you today, Group 1, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Obsidian and the Crystal Visions Tarot, this is your reading. Okay, vocals. Yeah, what are you guys attracting in love? What is coming to you naturally? What does Spirit have planned to you? What are you attracting to you? So let's get right into it. Spirit, this is for Group 2 with the Obsidian. What are they attracting in love? What are they attracting in love? All right, so let's see. We have the forget-me-nots, we have the iris, we have the tuberose, and the Jabera daisy. One thing that's coming up right away is really sticking out for the forget-me-nots, and it's funny because there's just an energy here of they always come back, but this time you're not taking them. There's that energy, you know? It's like you spend so much time trying to make something work, or maybe even trying to manifest someone, trying to get over someone, you finally do and they finally come back and it's like, why, universe, why? But you see why. You see that it's because you don't really care for that anymore and you're gonna allow them come back, say what they need to say, so the cycle can close. But I don't see you entertaining anyone from the past. It's like an energy of, you know, you get the validation, you get the ball in your court, and that's why they're coming back, you know, at this time where you finally let it go. But the ball is definitely in your court. You're going to get to choose what you want. So Forget-Me-Not says eternal memories. The best things in life are the things that are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. The iris with rainbows and messages. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. So you guys have fully surrendered to the process. I feel like you used to be like more of a pessimistic, when it rains it pours kind of person, but now you're the type of person who it's like something happens, or when it rains, you know, when there's a wrench thrown in the plans, you just look for something else that you can do, or you surrender to the energy and accept it kind of right away so that you can move forward. So there's this energy of you accepting the relationships that have not worked out, and also being very mature and allowing them to end, allowing people to come back so that they can say their piece, but not getting emotionally involved in those situations anymore. So I feel like you guys are attracting someone new. And I am going to pull from the romance angels to see. But that's definitely an energy coming up very strongly. We have the tuberose with dangerous pleasure. Ooh. So what you're manifesting is a person towards you. Ooh, I'm hearing multiple people. 3 now I'm hearing. So multiple people, but dangerous pleasure. People who are not holding back because they feel like you don't deserve, like, oh my God, I feel like you guys have dated someone where it's like, they would hold back their love, their attention, their energy, their compliments because they didn't want you to get big-headed. And it's like, you've already given yourself to me. We're in a relationship. What you're like, you are my partner. So what are you even talking about? This doesn't apply here. You know what I mean? Dangerous pleasure. The secret of repairing. It says the secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. Purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. I just feel your inner child returning, and you're going to be able to play. There's kind of like an energy of someone coming in, and they are relieving some stress off of your shoulders, making it easy for you. Like, in terms of money or in terms of emotional stability, you don't have to worry about this person. They're emotionally stable. If anything, they provide for you. And then also when it comes to like emotionally, you don't have to walk on eggshells or worrying about offending people. You're living for you. The people who are like this, like are like your ex or people you've dated in the past who wanted to hold themselves back, those people will, you're allowing them to fall out of your life. The only people that will be in your life are the people who are equipped, like the people who have the emotional budget, space, intelligence to stand up with you. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. Some of you guys used to be addicted to sadness. I used to be like that. I used to be very angsty. I still have my old indie playlist for optimal sadness, for optimal moodiness, when I'm feeling like I want to cry or when I feel like I just want to get in my moody bag and just stay there for a minute, allow myself to feel it. I still have those playlists that I listen to. And I feel like some of you guys, like, you were addicted to being the savior. You literally couldn't help yourself to where it was a part of you. But now you're realizing that that is a part of you, but it's a part of your higher self and your shadow. You're realizing it's a part of your shadow if you allow people to see or experience that part of you without earning it and without maintaining it. And you're realizing it's a part of your higher self because to your husband, to your wife, to your life partner, that will be the best thing about you. That you can hold the relationship together because you genuinely care, you genuinely want to help, and you are a team player. So you're realizing, like, if people don't earn that, they don't deserve that side of me. So yes, it's a good thing, it's a part of my higher self, but also it can be a part of my shadow if I allow people to experience that without like paying for it in a way, like without earning it or deserving it. And I'm hearing like maintenance of the relationship, like you've dated people and it's like they go so hard to get you, but then after they have you, they start falling to the wayside, they start giving you attitude, they stop taking you out as much. Like, we have the amaryllis, the yellow rose, and the false indigo. False indigo, immersion and intuition. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of something you should sense. And I absolutely feel like Spirit is saying, if you really look around, if you feel the energy, it's very magical around you at this time. Even if the world is going up in flames, even if there's a lot of craziness out here, that's not your story. So you don't need to subscribe to that. Determination and creative achievement. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. So you're really getting your creative bag, your high priestess bag, and your attraction bag. I'm feeling like dark Lilith energy, where it's like you're a magnet for the things that you want. And then we have the yellow rose with enthusiasm and friendship. A single rose can be my garden, a single friend, my world. So I feel like you guys are very content with the people who are in your life, the people who do put their best foot forward, the people who do put in effort. Let's see, Spirit, what are they attracting in love? Wow, you've attracted a higher version of yourself. And you're walking away from relationships that don't serve you. You have walked away, I'm hearing. Actually, it's already happened. A lot of releasing, a lot of clearing. And then now there's a blank slate. So what's after that, Spirit? Ace of Wands, you're creating. Page of Wands, excited for newness. I see you guys going on dates. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Also, it's not about the money. For some of you, it may have been about money at some point, or money is not a factor anymore. So your love life is getting better because financial opportunities are also on the uptick for you. So you could be making more money if you have your own business, or you could be getting a promotion. At your job. Ooh, Judgment and the Star. Oh my God, and the Wheel of Fortune underneath that. You guys really stood up to the occasion. This is a winning season for you guys for sure. And I just keep hearing that live deliciously energy, where it's like the opportunities that you've attracted to you, the opportunities that are making themselves available to you are literally because you stood up to, I'm hearing for some of you guys in a way, like like the person you were dating with, they kind of like maybe were mean to you, like really put you down and made you feel like you couldn't even manifest goodness anymore because all your energy was being sucked up by them. You didn't have anything left for yourself. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely the tide standing in your favor, but I love that Judgment card is here because that's the truth. Like, the truth is, sometimes good things are attracted to you when things are going fine, you know, and that's what we call lucky. But a lot of things you really got to work for. I feel like, I mean, anyways, just going on a tangent, but not going to do it today. Yeah, we have the Judgment card and the Wheel of Fortune. So that together is a very strong combination in itself. Like, the Judgment card is really hearing the call, doing what you had to do, doing that work. And the Wheel of Fortune is things turning in your favor because of the energy you've put into the process. And then the Star is just really like the gift, you know. The Star is a result of this Ace of Wands, of you creating after you had that blank slate. But there's a lot that had to happen before that. Seven of Swords in reverse. And the Eight of Cups, you had to walk away from some people, some friendships, some relationships. And also you had to take responsibility from where you've self-sabotaged yourself, because the Seven of Swords is a very self-sabotaging, selfish energy where it's like, I am going to feel something in the moment versus having a long-term relationship. I'm gonna surrender to the cheap thrill, the quick, you know, whatever I can have now versus long-term instability. So you may have jumped into relationships and felt like, whoo, all the fireworks in the beginning, but as the relationships grew, then you're kind of like, this person is not equally yoked, this person doesn't deserve me, I gave them to me versus them earning me. You know, the things that you pay for really do get treated a lot better. Like that car that you worked 2 years to save up to get is going to get treated a lot better than if your, you know, parents just give you a car on your 16th birthday. So we have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Cups. There's an energy of earning this and an energy of new beginnings for sure. Page of Wands, I feel like you're going to be starting something new in terms of like a new hobby. Like, this is like you getting your own hobby. It could be anything. Truly, it depends on what kind of person you are. You could become a vegan, you could become a gym rat, you could get obsessed with thrills, skydiving, you could learn how to be a tarot reader. Like, this is an energy of starting something new, but it's like your thing. You having a thing, your thing. Nine of Cups, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That was giving the financial trouble earlier with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse is really more of an energy of you having to kind of suffer and sacrifice to get here as well. So Eight of Swords in reverse, you're being freed, and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're recouping your losses energetically and to do with money. There's money you've spent to help people or to get spell work done, to manifest, investments you've made. I'm hearing MLM. Someone may have gotten involved in an MLM and you knew it wasn't, you know. And that's kind of a good example, you know. You trade off the excitement of starting a new business and allowing yourself to kind of be lied to that it'll be profitable later down the line, and you're like so excited in the beginning that you'll pay the $100 just to feel that validation of, oh, I have my own business, versus like the long-term stability of knowing if that's right for you or something that you can do. Like if you don't have the person, I've seen like maybe 2 people be successful in MLMs, multi-level marketing companies, and they truly have the personality for it. But if you're paying for validation of just getting to like pretend you're living a girl boss life, or you know, to feel like you have your own business even though you haven't earned it, haven't done anything, it's just like they're playing you. They're gonna get way more money out of you than you're gonna get out of them. But if you pay for that instant gratification of being able to say I have my own business when you haven't or you don't, that's like a good example of like, you know, some of what you guys have experienced here. We have give your relationship a chance and stay optimistic about your love life. So there's kind of like an energy of you, honestly, what I'll say for you guys, group 2, what you're going to experience first, I see you guys dating, and I see like this is people giving you more attention, people asking you out. It's not an energy of you forcing anything or you having to go get anything or really do anything. It's kind of like an energy of you just living your life, and this is what you're attracting. New options and, you know, people towards you. Give your relationship a chance, says work on your partnership. Stay optimistic about your love life, says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So I see romance coming to you, and Spirit is saying give the main relationship you're waiting for, like your forever person or your next long-term relationship, give that time to come to you, because I don't see it coming instantly. I see things being a process. It's like the flirtation is building, you're getting your feet wet, you're attracting new people towards you, people are attracted to you, then people start asking you on dates. That's when you start to live deliciously. I feel like you guys are getting showered with gifts, free dinners, all sorts of stuff. Like it's a good time. And then after dating for a while and really just living your life and enjoying your life, you meet someone that is serious, you know, the person you choose to settle down with. But it's definitely a process. This is a winning season. Healing family issues and codependency. Your love life benefits of you as you forgive your parents, and codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. So you still have a codependent nature even though you've healed through a lot of that. And I feel like that's why Spirit is saying this is a process. You know, you need to get used to dating and also see the fun in dating, because a relationship is just going to give you a false sense of security. A lot of people go for relationships and they want to just be owned by someone so that they don't have to work for love anymore, so they don't have to worry about it anymore, so that they can just feel like they're already locked into something. It's really the stability they crave. But relationships are damn near all but stable. Relationships can be very unstable. Putting 2 people together, even just to be roommates, can be a hell of a ride. So a relationship where you are making a commitment to bond and blend your lives long term, that's more like, I feel like you guys, a major lesson unfolding for you guys is cheap thrills and temporary satisfaction. You know, Spirit is saying being in a relationship is not a cure to your problem. Living life for you is the cure to your problem. And if you haven't learned to live life for you, you're just going to go in a relationship and give yourself right to them before they deserve it. And that's the problem. So Spirit is really breaking the spirit of codependency within you. And even though you're in this blank slate where you're, I could say ready for a relationship, still there's some experiencing that needs to happen. Spirit is saying also, it's not a lesson. It's not a lesson. I just got that. It's not a lesson. It's not a lesson. Because someone was saying like, oh, I don't want any more lessons. I just want, you know, my love, my stability. And Spirit is saying relationships, again, are all but stable. It's not stability that you crave here. That's your codependent nature wanting to be stimulated again. So we have the Page of Fire, enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, impatient, news of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar, do things that fuel your passion, finish what you start. There's an energy here of you guys seeing something all the way through as well. And I feel like this is your single season, or your seeing a creative project all the way through. There's an energy of you doing that and that having a positive impact on love for you. I got this all throughout your spread. The High Priestess, meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not a time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. So I feel like that's a really good start for you, a really good place for you to tap into your inner High Priestess. To see like what it is you're interested in, because I definitely felt it like you guys having a thing here where it's like now you're into crochet, or you're into a specific fashion style. Like it's so hard to describe because it's really a you thing. Like I see you guys getting a new thing that you're into. We got the 8 of Earth, the Hermit, and the World card here. The World says a brilliant success, a time for joyful accomplishment, spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. That is such a perfect description of the energy you're in, because this season is really about you. We have the Hermit, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor, self-discovery. So you may want to get a tarot deck to start to figure yourself out, or to become, you know, a spiritual teacher, healer. You may want to do Reiki, massage therapy, divination in some way. Learning all you can about a subject or career, going back to school, taking a seminar, finding a mentor, attention to detail, skilled work that you love. That is exactly it. Like I see you guys really getting into something new, and it's hard to put my finger on, and I feel like it's because it's going to be different for everyone. We have the Falcon, independence, knowledge, and clarity. You're being guided to observe, grow spiritually, and find clarity and rise above relationship issues. Your intuitive nature, speed, and accuracy allow you to seize opportunity effortlessly. So honestly, everything coming up for you guys is really going to present itself to you. I don't see you guys having to really go after anything. Like your goal right now, group 2, is literally to live life and just to experience and to allow. We have the Lion, loyalty, courage, and leadership. You're being guided to take back your power. You're a powerful co-creator with limitless inner strength and confidence. When you allow your voice to be heard, the people around you will listen, is what it says. So there's an energy of you having a positive impact on people's lives moving forward, but most importantly, a positive impact on your own life and doing for you. I love this spread. That is what I have for you guys today. You can hit me up on Etsy. It's in the description of every video if you'd like your own private tarot reading, but that is what I have for you today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, group 3 with this citrine, this is your reading. What are you attracting in love? What is coming towards you naturally? What is happening for you guys in the love department? Let's jump right in. So let's start here. Spirit, this is for group 3 with the citrine. What are they attracting in love? What is coming to them? Ooh, so first of all, let me just say to you guys, group 3, congratulations, because you have really worked for this. We have the Garden Healanthrope and the Snapdragon, devotion and dreams fulfilled. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. At the bottom of the Snapdragon, it says graciousness and benevolence. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. So there's definitely an energy of you guys kind of earning this redemption, earning this love coming in. We have the Gerbera Daisy, purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. It says the present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. So there's definitely an energy here of there is magic in the air. It's a very special time for you guys. I'm getting a winning season. I'm also getting a lot of Jupiter energy, or actually it's more Venus than Jupiter. If I'm really tapping in, it feels more Venus, because I'm feeling a lot of stimuli. We have the crocus, the tulip, and the white rose. The crocus with cheerfulness, it says it's spring again. The earth is like a child that knows poems by heart. So I'm just getting like there's an energy of, it feels almost like your first love, like when you're just getting to know them and you're just feeling that romantic stir in your heart and the butterflies and the excitement and that type of energy, that type of feeling. I'm definitely feeling you guys feeling that. And it's kind of like, wow, I haven't felt this way in a long time. The tulip, friendship and gratitude. Let us be grateful for the people who make us happy. They're charming. They're like the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. So there's definitely someone getting you guys excited, group 2. There's definitely an energy here of new love sprouting for you. And it feels like a very cold winter, like after a long period of waiting or not having anything happen. We got the white rose with new start and wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So there's an energy of you guys being in a relationship before, like a long-term relationship or a long-term cycle, dealing with a karmic. And that relationship really having a heavy impact on you. Like the way you love is different now due to that experience. That experience has really kind of shaped you in a way. It may have even changed you a bit, but there's now a new start that's blooming for you guys in love. Exactly. Oh my God, this is crazy. So we have the lilac, and look what it says at the bottom. First emotions of love. Love is the magician that pulls man from his own hat. So I just get this energy of you guys having an idea of what you want or how you want things to go, what they should look like, what they should be like. You have your intentions set, and I feel like you made a point to do that so that you don't end up with someone who's completely out of alignment. But this person genuinely surprises you. I feel like there's someone coming in that's really surprising you. And we got the daffodil, rebirth and new beginnings. So much new beginning energy for you guys. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Painful and slow, I'm feeling more of that cold winter energy. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is earned. And then I'm hearing respect. You've earned respect from your spiritual team, from the ethers. Oh, this is so exciting. We got the very soon card. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, which is so funny because that's exactly what I saw you doing. I saw you setting some intentions and really kind of making your mind up of the kind of person you want. So if someone comes into your life and they're not the person you want, you'll clearly be able to see that. But there's still this energy of you guys being pleasantly surprised by what comes through, because I don't feel like you've manifested this person specifically. I feel like you've set some intentions or the kind of person you want to date. So if someone is completely out of alignment with that energy, they'll kind of be pushed out of your life or not let into your life, not able to meet you. But at the same time, I don't see you being like crazy OD about the process, because in a way it's almost like you don't even care. And it's not like you don't, like literally don't care, but there's kind of just like this energy of you guys not obsessing. All right. Yeah, and that's the best way to do it. Allow the situation to unfold naturally is what it says at the bottom of let go of control issues. So Spirit is definitely saying the way that you're doing it, don't start feeling like you do have to do something, because there is someone coming in very soon. And wow, you guys, this person is coming to you because you're a vibrational match to their energy. It keeps coming up like you have not specifically manifested this person. You're a vibrational match to their energy, so they find you. Wow, because you're on their path. Cool, cool. Okay. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Honestly, for me personally, I like to throw myself into work, but you do whatever you feel is best for you. I would say whatever keeps you distracted, not focusing on love. So throwing myself into work means I'll start to think about new creative projects and ideas that I want to work on. So that's how love naturally comes to me. So some people are like, no, don't throw yourself into work. And I'm not saying overwork yourself, but basically keep yourself busy. Find a new hobby or something that you can get into, something that can kind of distract you, because this is something that's literally just like you're in the right place at the right time. We have give your relationship a chance and worth waiting for. Also, past life relationship is really, I feel like that's a part of the reason why the feeling of this new beginning is so amplified. Like it feels like 10 times greater than it usually would, because it's a past life relationship. So that's why it feels like your first love in a way, because it's a past life love, you know? Ooh, interesting. Okay, work on your partnership at the bottom and give your relationship a chance worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Exactly. You're in the right place in the right time, and that is why love comes to you. It doesn't come to you because you necessarily manifested it. You created the perfect, like, climate in terms of your aura, in terms of what you will and will not accept. You created the perfect, you put yourself in a certain energy, which is what puts you in alignment with this person's energy. But that's the most that you've done. I don't see that you've like gone out of your way to manifest this. Okay, past life relationship, you have known each other before. Ooh, this is going to be a very, very, very strong connection. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. You're literally like kids again. Literally like kids again. Like it feels like freaking school, like your first crush, your first love. And it's because you guys have past life tea with them. So let's see, Spirit, who are they attracting naturally? What are they attracting naturally? What's happening? Tell me about this person. What does group theory need to know? Anything that we can know. I'm so curious. Like, I'm actually so curious. We got the Lovers and the Emperor. Wow. I'm feeling divine match. I was looking for the Empress card. I'm like, is she at the bottom of the deck? Where is she? Because I'm feeling like there is just such a perfect match here. The Lovers and the Emperor. Wow, you guys, this is so cool. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There's nothing you have to bring to the table. There's nothing you have to work on. This person doesn't see life that way. You're immediately a match. You know, a lot of people will ask, what do you bring to the table? Because they want to know before even getting into it if, you know, being vulnerable, spending that emotional budget, spending that physical budget, if that'll be worth it. But this person is so abundant, they don't even look at life that way. They don't have to double check. And for two, I've always thought it's like silly to ask people what they bring to the table, because it's like, you're going to take their word for it. You know what I mean? You got to see anyways. So if you don't have the time to go on a few dates and potentially waste your time, just don't date. Just don't date. You don't have the emotional budget for it. You know what I mean? Because that's something you have to see anyways. You know, are you more of a messy or a clean person? Oh, I mean, I can be a little messy and disorganized at times, but it's not too bad. A week later, you finally go to their house and it's a freaking train wreck. You know what I mean? People can lie all the time. So if you don't have the time to waste, then just, you don't have the time to waste. Don't date, you know? But anyways, that is not the case with you. This person is really a perfect match. The Emperor is someone who is responsible. The Emperor is someone who's responsible, someone who has a strong sense of self, someone who really is the king of their own kingdom. And I love how there's a black swan and a white swan meeting with this Lovers card, because that just shows me that where you lack, they pick up, and vice versa. There's a high level of compatibility. See you again, I'm hearing now. Meeting you again. The Tower in reverse and the Fool card in reverse. I just get this energy of you kind of holding your breath, like when you see this person. I see you guys very shocked by seeing each other. It's like you instantly kind of know. The Fool card in reverse and the Tower in reverse. Then the Four of Cups and the Three of Swords. Spirit is definitely saying be careful and still make them earn you. Even if you feel like this is first love at first sight, don't allow them to know that you think that. Holding yourself back and making them prove their love to you, prove themselves to you. I was just talking to group 2 about how, like, you know, the things that you earn are the things that you appreciate the longest. You know, if you get a car at your 16th birthday, you may bang it up, but if you have to work at freaking McDonald's or retail to earn a few $1,000s before you can get your car, you're going to treat that car way better. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands in reverse. Queen of Cups is an energy of making them do that foundational work, putting them on your program, showing them that, yes, even though I feel connected to you and we had this weird love at, not weird, but this like interesting love at first sight thing kind of going, that doesn't mean that you just get to, I'm yours. That's not what that means. You still have to earn me. Three of Wands in reverse is about not rushing it, and just so this person appreciates you a lot longer. I see you being able to indulge and have fun, but still making them earn you, not going out of your way to be immediately available to them just because you feel that. Allowing them to really earn you is just very important. And we have the King of Pentacles. They will. They have the resources to earn you, and they will. They value you. Wow, you guys are a very abundant couple. This is very different too. It feels... The Moon in reverse, yeah, so you'll know intuitively when this person is in front of you. But with the Magician in reverse, there's still something unfolding here. I feel like you guys have really been the glue in your relationships in the past, and Spirit is saying, like, allow someone to show you that, you know, allow this person to be a reflection of you, allowing this person to earn you, show you what they got, you know, prove themselves to you. It's a nice change of pace, so a nice change in energy. Wow. And this is a connection that is blessed by Spirit. This has been manifested through experience. Four of Wands in reverse, yeah, that's all about holding yourself back, not giving to yourself immediately, but you're going to be able to tell this is a blessed connection. We have the Ace of Wands, Three of Pentacles. This is like exactly who Spirit had planned for you. For you guys, I'm definitely feeling like there is one specific person, and it's the one. It's like the love of a lifetime, the person that you'd been really kind of waiting for, like the person who makes everything that you've been through feel worth it, the person who goes out of their way to earn you, to earn your love, to earn your respect. We have the Five of Cups. This says, focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you anticipated, forgiveness of self or others, everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessings. So there's almost an energy here of maybe a potential to self-sabotage. Let's see what else we got. We got a lot that just came out. Ooh, two queens. We got the Queen of Earth and the Queen of Air. Brilliant, experienced, humorous, can be judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you, seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on career, divorced or unmarried individuals. So tapping into that energy, I definitely feel like Spirit is confirming what I was feeling before, which is throw yourself into work, or throw yourself into basically focusing on other things, because this is something that's really naturally coming to you. And then we have the Queen of Earth, generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home, be practical of how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach. So living deliciously, living for you, living in a way that you feel like you're stimulated, you know, stimulating your feminine energy, your excitement. What do you find beautiful? Seeing more of that, looking at that, being there. If that means a retreat in Arizona, going on that retreat in Arizona, maybe taking one person with you, or I'm hearing for someone, your mom with you, someone who you're very close to. She needs a vacation as well. You guys are close. Go on a little healing retreat. She'd be into it. And just spend the weekend with your mom, eating good food, getting pampered, drinking wine. I'm telling you, as you get older, spending time with the older girls is just such a freaking vibe. So anyways, I was hearing that for someone, but living for you is very important. We have the Six of Earth. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely, paying off debt, sharing your wealth with others less fortunate. You will have enough money in your future, Group 3, where you will be able to bless others, and that's been something on your mind or very important for you for a while. And Spirit is saying, instead of trying to put your energy into love, put your energy into your friends, you know, your connection with your parents, your connection with your family, people who have been there for you, you know, going on vacation with them, letting them know that you love to spend time with them and you love them by spending time with them, and, you know, focusing on those relationships. But yeah, I definitely see the ability for you guys to give. We have the Four of Air, insights that come from meditation. So meditating, spiritual work, very important for you at this time, very helpful. The need to rest or take a vacation. Allow yourself to take more time before making a decision. Mental exhaustion, get more sleep. You may find that you're like dog tired even when you wake up. So I'm really feeling like recharging and allowing yourself to just get the rest is also important for you. We got the Two of Earth and the Seven of Earth. Working too hard or multiple jobs. The need to bring balance and fun into your life. Juggling multiple priorities and balancing the budget. The Seven of Earth is confirmation. Seeds well planted. Efforts or investments that will be awarded in the future. The need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future, and unnecessary worry. Spirit is saying you're worried still trying to bring things together when you know, it's already happened. Like, everything that you could do is pretty much already happened. So just allowing your future to unfold and the seeds to grow is all that's needed at this time. Some of you guys are needing to unwind. You're so used to being in work mode. And it's like some of you guys can and it's not feeling like financial work. For some of you, it's like financial exhaustion, but for most of you, I'm feeling like the overworking is getting in alignment with love and, you know, working on doing the shadow work and being a good person, being someone who's in alignment with romantic love, or, you know, putting yourself in alignment with someone. And Spirit is saying like you're already in alignment. If we're talking about financial work, something that's going to get you closer to the life you want or who you want to be, sure, but like working on being the best so you can be the best partner, that's already done. It's already done. You already are that person you want to be. So we have the ladybug and the owl. The ladybug says personality change and happiness. You're being guided to move in a new direction. So yeah, starting to plant new seeds is going to be the best thing to do at this time, because the old seeds are already about to sprout. And it says your new life begins today. Embrace the new transformation and navigate your way towards your heart's desires. Believe in yourself, others, in the divine, and you will manifest amazing things. And then the owl says calm, observant, and wise. Like, you guys have already done the work, seriously. You're being guided to find the serenity and stillness, to hear your thoughts and acknowledge your feelings. The answer to your question is inside of you. You are the magic key that unlocks the doors to unconditional love, balance, and abundance in your life. So I feel like moving forward, it's just about enjoying your life and allowing this to come to you. We have dwell on what you love and don't be misled. So Spirit is saying idle hands are the devil's playground. If you don't have anything that you're doing, that's where you start to feel down. You start to feel low. You're not setting your intention. So you're just in a very receptive, open energy to whatever's going on in the world at this time. So if you find that you start to feel depressed or down when you're like not doing anything, Spirit is saying do something. Even if it's just like an art project, it doesn't have to be something that is a part of hustle culture, working, getting you somewhere. It can be something that you just love to do that can take up your time and attention, so you're not just open and feeling the energy and the weight of the world and what's going on outside of you. Don't be misled into thinking your manifestations aren't coming, or you haven't done something, or you still need to do something. Don't be misled. Like, it's the idle hands. Dwell on what you love. Spirit is really saying like practice a trade, work on something, find something that can kind of keep you busy. And then we have earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. So that's confirmation, like it's coming to you. No two flowers are the same, and yet all are beautiful in their own way is definitely a message of when you get bored, you may start to compare yourself as well. Well, they did this and they got love, so I need to do that. I heard that message, I need to do this. And it's like, it's already done. And also what that person has nothing to do with you. And first, a lot of people lie. A lot of people lie. A lot of people create content and they look so happy and they're absolutely miserable, and that's the truth. I've seen people freaking create content and after they're done creating their content, they've literally been like, I hate doing this. I cannot wait until I'm stable and I don't have to do this anymore. But meanwhile, they just made the most beautiful reel that made you feel like your life is boring or less beautiful when they freaking hated doing that. Don't be misled, you guys. A lot of content creators are absolutely miserable, and that's the truth. So anyways, that's what I have for you. You can find me on Etsy in the description if you want your own private tarot reading. But that was your message today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, group 4 with the Mermaid Tarot and the Clear Quartz. This is your reading. Who are you attracting in love? What are you attracting in love? Naturally, what is coming towards you? What is up for you guys in romance, group 4? Let's get right into it, Spirit. This is for group 4 with the Clear Quartz. The Clear Quartz. What are they attracting in love? Oh my God, your cards like flew. All right, cool. Let's see. Ooh. Wow, you guys are, okay, so first of all, I do feel like everything is kind of led up to this moment. I'm now seeing, I just got a vision of a groom crying when the bride first gets revealed. It's like, and he's crying. So there's definitely an energy here of this is kind of, let's just jump into it. Okay, so we have the lily, the camellia, and the sweet pea. Majesty and virtue, destiny, and blissful pleasure. The lily says, the lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. So there's definitely like an energy of this person is very special. This person is very unique and no one is quite like them. There's no one that could really be compared to them. They're very different and yours, uniquely yours, I'm hearing. It's like they were designed for you. And the crazy thing is you were designed for them as well. There's things that you've gone through in your path that have made you sensitive and have an open heart space where they need you to. Destiny, it's not in the stars that hold our destiny, but within ourselves. And then we have the sweet pea with blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss and the universe will open its doors where there were only walls. So there's definitely an energy here of you guys going through a lot and then having to live for you. Some of you guys that didn't really have anything to do with love, it's like I heard like, you know, maybe something like foster care or your parents weren't the best parents, they weren't the most responsible parents, so you had to move a lot, or you had a very like ungrounded childhood. You didn't really have that secure person that made you feel like you always had someone you can depend on, or there's just this energy of inconsistency with you guys, group 2. And it has to do with either friends, family, or your upbringing, not necessarily love. We have the snapdragon and the iris, graciousness and benevolence. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. So Spirit is saying like everything that you've been through literally has been for a purpose, and vice versa. We have the iris with rainbows and messages. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. So I feel like you guys have always had this like unshakable like hope and trust in your heart that things will get better. And just this deep knowing. You guys have actually, some of you have been like lucky your whole lives. Like things just worked out for you. And whenever you followed your creativity or you followed your heart, I'm also hearing let your heart be your compass. Let your heart be your compass. Something with manifestation, and I've been getting that a lot lately. Something with a manifestation for you guys, like you've tried to manifest the way the other girls, the spiritual girls were manifesting, and it hasn't worked for you because your heart has always led you where the abundance is. You've never had to manifest. And that's so important, you know. You gotta look at your family history. You gotta look at where you're called to. Not everything is for everyone. Some girls have to manifest because they don't have they don't have the gifts that you have in your heart that make it so you're naturally called wherever you need to be. That's why they have to do that. That's why they have to stir up the energy and create it, because it's not natural for them. So anyways, we have playfulness and beauty and happiness with the hibiscus and the hyacinth. It says play is the road, play is the road. I can't read today. Play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance. So I feel like, you know, you guys are in a me season of just being happy. Beauty and happiness. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, is what it says at the bottom of the hibiscus. So intellectually stimulated and also stimulated by beauty and art is what's kind of the energy for you guys to strive for, you know, striving to see, you know, new things, beautiful things, to surround yourself with beauty, maybe redecorating your home. Yeah, and that's what I felt too. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Some of you guys have, like, I won't say childhood trauma because that sounds so dramatic, but some of you guys have some things that you need to let go as in terms of your childhood that is weighing down your heart. Like, I feel like some of you guys feel like if my childhood was different, I would have done better in terms of love, because I would have stayed somewhere long enough for relationships to blossom, or I would have saw consistency in a household and had a good example of love. But you know, I don't know, as you grow, you just got to know, like, for me, my heart softens more and more towards my mom as I grow, because my mom was a single mom and she did so much, and there was no way that she would have been able to run the household successfully if I wasn't independent. And also I wouldn't have grown to be the person that I am today, so independent. So yeah, there's always going to be something that you can point out from the outside looking in, like, this could have been done better, or I wish that they would have had me planned, so like I would have had everything I wanted or I needed. But you know, as you grow, you realize your parents are just humans, and they have their whole own stack of lessons that they're meant to learn in this lifetime. And one of those lessons may have been through you. And just like, you know, someone's going to get hurt from something you do or you say along your journey that's going to teach you something and help them to grow as well, you know, so is your parents. So I feel like a big part of your process has been forgiving your parents or your parent in some way. But we have very soon in playfulness. So in terms of love, like, I feel like it was always going to happen this way, always supposed to happen this way. It was always destiny. And I feel like some of you guys started to feel down because you decided that you wanted love at a specific time, or you tried to manifest it because you heard that that was a way to get it. And Spirit is like, has that ever been a way that you've gotten anything though? Or has it naturally you just happened because you were in the right space at the right time, following your heart space? Like, that's not your process. So I feel like a part of your journey has been learning your process and your specific way to love. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So Spirit is saying, honestly, just living life, being open and receptive is how love's going to come for you. And I'm going to clarify something really quick. Spirit, is there someone they're emotionally attached to that they have to let go of? Knight of Swords. There's an energy here of making a decision as far as what you want. So for some of you, it's not necessarily... It's like, what's more important to you? Because we got the King of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. I remember being at a specific point in my journey where I'm like, listen, all I need is someone financially stable. I can create a life of happiness outside of my relationship. I don't need them to be super romantic, just stable. And then Spirit asked me, well, then what's the point of being in a relationship? What do you think a relationship is for? Your stability? You think that's what a whole other, being and tying yourself and involved with a whole nother human, you think it's about your stability? Let alone that they're a whole soul inside that body. They're not just human, they're a whole soul. Their purpose is not to bring you stability. So you don't need a relationship at all then. So that's how I got humbled the house. back to a place where it's like, okay, no, I absolutely need love, because relationships aren't just to support you and bring you financial stability. There's so much more than that. And a human and a soul is so much more than that. So I'm being reminded of that very humbling point in my journey, because I feel like some of you have a similar decision you're facing. I'm not necessarily feeling like there's someone you're tied to, because what prompted this was clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Spirit is saying know what it is that you want, but this isn't about manifesting. So this isn't saying manifest your love. This is saying just know what you want, and also make up your mind as far as the type of person you want. You know, plenty of people have taken themselves out of this world. People who are financially abundant, from Robin Williams to the later Miss America, you know, because money and success is not what this life is about, and it's so much more, and you're so much more, and other people are so much more. And at the end of the day, love is what makes it worth it to go to work. And Spirit is saying, I'm not gonna, just because you're not, and a lot of times we feel like if we don't manifest it or we're not working towards it, then it won't happen. If we release control, then it won't happen. And Spirit is saying, I'm not going to, we have the devil in reverse. You're not going to be poor. You're not going to be financially stuck or stagnant, or, you know, I'm not going to let you fall to the wayside just because you don't manifest a love that has nothing to do with money. You know, just because you say, okay, Spirit, I'll choose love, because the truth is there is no choice, but there's only focus, and Spirit just wants you to be focused and open and focused on love, so that you make sure you get that. That should be one of your fundamentals, one of the things that you cannot live without: love. Versus, like, you know, stability or something else. For all of you, it's not stability. That's just the example that I'm using, because we did have that King of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, it has something else. It has to do with something else. Like, this person has to be romantic or something like that. You know, Spirit is saying just because you don't focus on the romance doesn't mean you won't get the romance. But like, you need to manifest the fundamentals. Everything else will come along. But the fundamentals need to be most important. Okay, so we have the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So honestly, Spirit's going to take care of you. You guys are naturally lucky as well. I feel like you started to feel like you were unlucky. You almost questioned who you were when you started to get on that manifestation journey, because nothing was working, because it was never your process. A lot of you guys are naturally lucky, and you're going to step further into this as you grow on your own personal journey. But we have the High Priestess here, and that's definitely about following your intuition and your personal call, what Spirit is telling you. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands. So manifesting a strong foundation, or focusing on having a strong foundation with someone, is most important. And manifesting someone who will show up, you know, show up for you. Something here about love and money. Your relationship with love and money may be strained. Spirit, what else can you tell me? What are they manifesting in love? Group 4. We have the heart-to-heart conversations and worth waiting for cards. So there's this energy with you guys, group 4, where it's like surrender to you feels like you're not getting something. It feels like denial, and Spirit is making it clear that that's not what this is. Heart-to-heart conversation says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Worth waiting for says divine timing is at work in your love life. So there's an energy of you guys feeling like you don't want to wait anymore. And also you don't want to let go of someone, because at least you have someone or something. For some of you, it could be the dating apps. It's like, okay, if I don't put myself out there, I barely leave the house. I only go grocery shopping like once a week. That's the only time I leave the house. And Spirit is saying you'd be surprised at how I manifest this to you. Maybe I'll get you out of the house. Maybe you ever thought of that? Maybe, you know, there will be an opportunity presented to you. You'll get invited to a wedding or an event, XYZ. Trust and believe. When Spirit is saying this is the time, you gonna get out the house. We have the World card, a brilliant success, a joyful time of accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself, is what it says at the bottom of that one. So everything is coming together, and I just get this energy of like this final stretch or final decision, final surrender with you guys. Ooh, the Four of Wands. You love to see it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and to your angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you, peace and contentment in your personal life. I just love this so much. It's like, I love it. The Four of Wands is marriage energy. Also, I love that this card has like this little hole where you can see their home, and it's just like a snapshot into your future life with so much stability and love. One of your cards felt like, it's almost like it literally disappeared because I did not know where it went. And then we have the Six of Water, children or childhood, revisiting old dreams and old plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances of the past, romanticizing how things used to be. So Spirit is saying focusing more on the future is the best for you right now. There may be old people from the past showing up. Handle those relationships accordingly. But there's definitely a nostalgic energy. So Spirit is saying don't take that as a sign. Allow it to come, allow it to go. If you're having memories or thoughts of people of the past, allow it to come, allow it to go. We have the Two of Earth here, but you're definitely straddling the fence. That's coming up again, that there is definitely a decision for you guys to make. Working too hard or multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities and balancing the budget. So Spirit is saying being conscious of your emotional budget and what you're getting your energy into, giving your energy into is important. But also there's two things that you're juggling. It could be love and money. One day you want love, one day you want money, and Spirit is saying like you can have them both. But surrendering to the process, allowing that to happen is very important. Let's see. What else can you tell me for group 4, Spirit? You guys are definitely manifesting a serious relationship. We have stuck in the past and excitement. Stuck on the last one is what it says at the bottom of stuck in the past. Excitement at the bottom of that one, it says got my attention. So Spirit is saying there's a whole new person coming in, but some of you guys are needing to have these heart-to-heart conversations either with yourself or with that person of the past that you're still stuck on. I had a moment in the shower yesterday where I was like bawling, crying, because I just felt so much gratitude for my mom and the things that she's given me, and you know, my family and some other people, and I thanked them while I was in the shower. And it's like, yeah, you could call them up and you can thank them, but also you can thank people energetically, and that way you don't have to worry about, you can talk, communicate close cycles with people energetically is what I'm saying, but that's just what I personally did. For me, it was thanking. But you can have these conversations with people in the shower, thanking them from what you learned from them, or apologizing to them, closing the cycle energetically without talking to them, because I understand that is hard. Like for me, my mom, we really grew up like the Gilmore Girls. Like she was more of a friend than, oh my God, I'm about to tear up right now. She was more of a friend than a mom for me, and we're so close. But that lady likes to talk and she gets excited, and I've worked so hard on maintaining balance in my personal life where I have enough time to do me, be alone with my own thoughts, be alone in my own space, and get healthy mentally, and really just focus on myself, and also maintaining those relationships. So I know if I called her and I had this sentimental moment with her, she'd be like, okay, let's go out to eat this week, let's hang out, let's do this, and then I would get back distracted, you know. And I worked so hard to get to this place where we go out to eat, or we see each other once every few weeks, and maybe we have an hour-long conversation once a month, but that's about as much as I can do right now. So I thanked her energetically in the shower, and I still sent that love to her, and she will feel it. She will be blessed by the universe. just from me sending that energy out to her, and she will feel that thankfulness in her heart, even though she doesn't know exactly where it came from because I didn't call her. And I just want you guys to know that you can do that, because having a heart-to-heart conversation may not be the best idea, especially if we're talking about a karmic who really hurt you and knows exactly what to say to get you back interested. Having that heart-to-heart conversation with yourself, or when you're in the shower and sending them that energy, saying everything you want to say, can be done energetically, and I would definitely advise doing that if you're feeling called to, because there's a decision to be made, and something to be let go of. And some of you guys feel like something that keeps coming up with you is if you feel like you feel like if you surrender, that means you're not going to get something. It feels like forfeiting, and surrendering is really about allowance. Spirit is saying it's not forfeiting, it's allowance. You're allowing it to come through instead of trying to force it to come through, you know? So we have things are not as they appear, and yeehaw. I love that. The yeehaw card hasn't come out in a minute. Oh my God. I feel like this card, I haven't seen this card in at least a year, which is crazy because I use this deck a lot, but it has not come out. Yeehaw is pure unadulterated fun. Yeehaw is so much fun. It's just like yeehaw, like it's like you living life, being excited. It's a little bit cringy. You know how like you see someone and they're overly excited and it's damn near cringy? That's about to be you, because you're about to be in your winning season, and guess what? You're not gonna give a damn, because you're genuinely happy and you're looking back on your path and you're like, I have so much to be excited about, and you don't even know what I've been through. Like, trust this yeehaw. It may be cringy to you, but to me it's redemption. It feels so good to just surrender to the excitement, to the love, to the happiness. So I definitely see a winning season for you, and things are not as they appear. If you surrender, you're not giving up, you're not forfeiting, you're not giving it away. It didn't come to you all that time you were trying to force it, so you might as well let go of it anyway, because it's not like you got anywhere in the first place. Do you have it? No. That's how I talk to myself. Like, I really gotta like get on myself to get it sometimes, because I am such a control freak. So I relate to this energy. But yeah, Spirit is saying things are not as they appear. A lot of happiness coming towards you into your life, and things to be excited about. So make the decision, release. That is what I have for you guys. That is what's coming. That is what you're attracting naturally to you in love. My Etsy shop is always linked in the description of every video. If you want a private tarot reading, you can find me there. But that is what I have for you guys today, and I'll talk to you soon.